Mark here from JBBG Guns. Let's take a look at this Vulcan minigun from Classic Army. It is a beautiful M134A2, obviously airsoft minigun. It's both powered by electric and compressed air, CO2. I'm going to run through that with you now. Hopefully this video is the video I was looking for when we got the gun in, because I just could not figure this thing out. It's the most frustrating and complicated thing, not particularly complicated, but the most frustrating thing in the world. The instructions are ridiculous. They're so bad. They are a couple of pages of the gun, where you put the BBs in, that sort of thing. Just doesn't tell you what else you need to make the blimmin' thing work. It is so annoying. Kept ordering parts in from different companies. Nothing would clip together, nothing would make it work. When we did get it working, although the barrel would spin, nothing would fire it out. We figured it out that although the instructions say it works on a 7.2 battery, it just doesn't. You need a LiPo, you need at least 12 volts on a, NiCad, but on a LiPo obviously less. I'm going to run through it now, and hopefully it makes sense if you are looking at getting one of these bad boys. Once you get the thing working, don't get me wrong, when you get the thing working, it is the most impressive thing I've ever seen in airsoft. It will blow your mind. It is really that good. We are going to take it out and show you it firing, so we'll run through the gun first. I'll tell you where you can get the bits from if we don't have them in stock on our own website, but it's pretty nuts. So we're going to start off with the gun first of all. Let me move the bits that you have to buy separately to make the thing work. Put this down on the floor. Okay, so let's take a look at the gun. It is a huge beast. It is really well made. Everything on it's metal. There are two models. There are let me have a look. There's the S009M, and then there is the M1. The M1, the only difference that I can see is you get this flash hider on the front that bolts on, replaces the barrel on the front. That's the only difference. You get that with the M1. You don't get it with the M version. So you have a full working safety here, which is just a clip that you pull out of the trigger. Incredible, as I've said. The motor is this side. Let me move that around. The motor is actually in here, but your battery goes in here as well, and then you have your connectors that you can just plug in, and your battery goes in there. You get a little tool set with it, with little wrenches and stuff, so you can take this off and the battery goes inside. I will show you the battery. Let's do that now. So here's the set that comes with it. Perfect. So let's just undo these. One. Just be careful in here, there's a bunch of wires and connectors and stuff. And the battery is in here somewhere, here you go. Okay, so this actually is a battery I bought separate. 7.2s and even LiPos won't work it. A small LiPo 11, this is 11.1 volt, works perfectly. Now this one actually has got a Dean's connector on it, so I've just made this little converter. You get this converter going through the bodywork anyway, so you need to get one of these, charge it up. So 11.1 volt LiPo works fantastically in it. The instructions say it will work on a 7.2 NiCad. It won't. I tried it. It spins around, nothing fires. It's not made enough to work the firing mechanism. And then you just move all these cables out the way. And it should fit in here. Yeah, there you go. And let's put the lid back on. As I say, thank God you don't need to keep taking this off every time you want to charge it. Okay, cool. Put the toolbox to one side. So now you have your battery, and that just connects when you're ready to go. Here is your air intake. Now, this was a nightmare. We obviously got these in and didn't have any cables or air system for them, so I had to do a bit of research, and this is what we came up with. Used in paintball a lot. You can get larger ones of these. This actually one, I think this one I actually got from Amazon. It was about £38. It comes empty, so you have to get this filled up. But yeah, so there's a canister. Many different ones on the market. You also then need a regulator for the top of the bottle. So this is a Ninja. These retail from, this is from America, and this retails from 100 to 150 pounds, depending on where you get it. And it is a very good low pressure regulator. So the bottle, we'll get to that bottle in a minute. I'll go through it in a minute, and I'll go through the regulator in more detail in a minute, but that's the regulator. So first we've got those. Then, bend down. Then we got a pipe, because you need to connect that somehow to the gun. So we got a pipe, and that basically goes into the regulator like this. You just, it's like a air seal valve, quick release valve. That goes on top of there, and then you have this. This was my next problem. How do you get that into that? It's impossible. So we ordered a plastic pipe extender, which was like this. It came with a male and female, obviously the same as this, but because it's plastic, we cut the pipe off, and the pipe actually fits really snug and really well into there. And it doesn't leak, and it fits really well. So that was pretty obvious. But the connector on one end didn't fit. I don't know why, but it was a different release valve to the one here, the quick release valve. So luckily this pipe did come with this replacement. So all we had to do was just break the seal, put it back on. We put a bit of tape on there, done it up, and that's perfect seal. So that works well. So that clips onto there, and that is ready to go, which makes it longer anyway. Put into a backpack to go onto the top of here. Okay, so quick rundown. The bottle I actually got from Amazon, but you can get from other suppliers, and we have them in stock, I think. If not, you can get them other places. The pipes and the regulator, the Ninja regulator, all came from a website called Wrap4. Can really highly rate them. They're very, very good company. Ordered them, came within a couple of days, exactly as specified. I did put a call into them, left a voicemail for them to call me back because I had some questions. Nobody called me back. But actually ordering online, if you know what you want, it's pretty good. Comes on time, and had no problems, no issues at all. They're basically a paintball company. So there you go. So we have all that. So I'm going to show you now how it all connects together, and then you're ready to fire. So because this came empty, I took this down to, I phoned a few paintball sites, they couldn't fill it for me. Phoned a diving place, a scuba diving place here in Reading, and they said, yeah, bring it down. I went down there, they said, we haven't got an adapter to fill that, because this has to be filled from their either machine or from a big diving tank. So they recommended I get one of these bad boys. So what happens with this, this goes onto one of their large scuba tanks, just goes onto their scuba tank, they tighten that up, has a bleed valve, and this bit here, basically, that clips onto there. Clips onto there, they do that, you just give them this and they do it. Basically, they plug that in there, put that onto the bottle, and then they turn the bottle and fill this up. This goes up to 3,000 PSI, which is a fair amount of power. That should keep you going for a day's skirmish. And then you have to take it back. £2 to go to fill this up. They charge me £2. If you buy for £200-300, you buy a big scuba tank and they fill it up. I think it's £3 to fill that up, and then you can fill this up multiple times from the big tank yourself. I would recommend just getting one of these, popping down and getting it filled. It will last all day. So now I'm going to show you how it all goes together. So this obviously just fits on top. Make sure that that is closed and that is open, closed. So closed, and then what you do is you just screw this on here, and that's on there. Now what they tell you to do is you release this. This is the first time you use it. You release this, no pipe on it, so the pressure goes into the chamber, if you like. But before you do that, there's an Allen key here. Allen key comes with it. Full instructions come with it. It's quite a good bit of kit, this Ninja kit. All you do is you put the Allen key in there, you tighten it all the way up so no air goes through. You undo, or you open this, I should say, open this. When you open this, when you slowly turn the Allen key, the pressure goes up here, so you can regulate the pressure. We put the pressure on 120, first of all, 120 PSI, or 120 bar, I think it is. We put it on 120, and we tried to do a reading of it, and it was firing at about 450. So we gently turned this down to about just over 100 to get the 330 that you need for skirmishing. So there's the tank all done. The pipe just goes onto there. You just push that onto there to make the seal, and that is now going to the gun. Batteries in the gun, and that's ready to go. The other thing I want to show you is obviously where the BBs go. So let's turn this around. In the back of here, just on here, you just undo this. I put it face down into the ground. I got what they called a funnel from the kitchen, quite a large one, to help pour them in there. You can do it with a big bit of card or something, pour them in. You want to just put them. That will hold 3,000 rounds. However, the manufacturers say only fire 500 at a time, give it a 5-minute rest, then fire another 500. And 500 is just, you know, go through very quickly. So there you have it. That's the minigun from Classic Army. It is a huge gun, fantastic bit of kit. When you see it fire, you will not believe how impressive this gun is. So we're going to take it outside now